Hi everyone, welcome to Everything Data Analytics. And here we make data simple, practical and very powerful. So whether you are just starting your data analytics journey or leveling up your script, everything I teach here is very clear, very actionable and also designed to help you master your skills faster. And if this is your first time in this channel, kindly click the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, or you've been to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And today's we'll be talking about Excel tips, one of the most important and powerful game changer of Excel formula. And this particular formula is going to save you time, stress and countless broken formula. So if you have ever had a VLOOKUP fail or break, so this video is for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Xlookup, which is the game changer tools in Excel. And this is one of the most powerful function in Excel that completely replace VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So if you ever struggle with looking up value, if you ever struggle with mismatched column or error, Xlookup is the solution. So what is Xlookup? So Xlookup is help you let you search for a value in a column or a row and return a matching result from another column. For example, unlike VLOOKUP only it can only work left to right, right to left, or vertical or horizontal with no limitation. So Xlookup will help you to look up your value left to right, right to left, vertical or horizontal, but you remember VLOOKUP cannot do that. So here are the three problems with VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP only looks to the right. If your lookup value is on the right and your return column is on the left, VLOOKUP fails. So that means it cannot look from right to left or left to right, but Xlookup can do that. And also it looks column index and column index number break easily. So if you are inserting or deleting a column and your entire formula fail apart, so VLOOKUP will, when you are using VLOOKUP, your entire column will fail apart. Exact match isn't difficult in isn't difficult in Xlookup, but in VLOOKUP it's default to an approximate match unless you had false. So these are the disadvantages of VLOOKUPs against Xlookup. So now we are going to be doing some practical example on how to use Xlookup. So we'll be going to our Excel. I'm using Excel 365. And for you to be able to use this, because I think you have to have the version of Excel, is that you are using Excel 365, Office 365, or you are using Microsoft Office 2019 to 2021, I think. So now for you to, now in this particular example now, I want to, this is an employee database. Let's assume this database is a large database, and I want to, we have the employee ID, name, department, joining date and salary and so on. Let's assume it's a very large data set of an employee database, and I have a particular employee that I want to know the department, I want to know the salary, I want to know the date of joining. How do we do that? So what we are going to be doing is that the first scenario is we want to look up an employee department that is named David. I want to know his department. So how do we do that? So what I will do is equals to start. First I will insert my equals to. Oh, my equals to is already there. Control Z, so put it here, equals to Xlookup. You know, if you are starting a formula you have to use equals to start in Excel. Xlookup equals to, then what is my lookup value? My lookup, okay, so I have to bring it this way, equals to Xlookup. So now this is Xlookup. Now the first thing is asking for is lookup value. What is my lookup value? I want to bring it this. Let me bring this David here because David is my lookup value. So equals to X lookup. So now it's asking for lookup value. What is my lookup value? My lookup value is David. So I'm going to click on this David because I'm looking for, this is what I want to look for. This is the, I want to look for the information of this particular person, which is my lookup value. I want to look for the information of this particular person, which is my lookup value. So now my lookup value first, then comma. Then what is the lookup array? The lookup array is the name, the name column. So I will click on the name column. If it is a large data set, you can click down. You can just do click on the first row, then your control and shift key, then your down page, your down key, page down key. So now comma, then is look what is my return array. Now return array means which value, which, what do I want to, what's the result, what do I want to get, what am I looking for? I'm looking, remember I'm looking for the department of David. So now I'm going to be clicking the department column. That is my return array. Then comma, exact match. I'm looking for exact match, which is 0. Then close the bracket. You can see now, if you check here now, you will see that David is in IT. So it has given me the IT. So now again, do the same for salary, equals to X lookup, equals to X lookup. Then David name is my lookup array, then comma, then salary, that's my lookup or return array, then comma 0 exact. The salary of David is 60k. Then the date of joining equals to X lookup, then David is my lookup value, my lookup array name, then my array return array, this exact match, then close the bracket. You can see now. So let's assume that is another name that I want to check. Is another name that I want to check. Is Mia that I want to check now. You can see now it gives us result of Mia. And now if I change it to rows, it will give us the result. You can see now this is rows and this is rows information. You can change it to any name. If it is Anita you want to change it to Anita, it give you the result. And that is the first example. So now that we know how to look up from left to right, so no more counting column like VLOOKUP or the like. So you can see now that we'll be able to look up from left to right. So now the next example is how to handle it. What if the value you are looking for doesn't exist? Instead of getting ugly not applicable error, you can't give a custom you can actually give a custom message. Like you can actually give a custom message when using Xlookup, unlike VLOOKUP that will give you not applicable error. So let's assume that now, let me go to this particular example. Now for this example now, let's say I want to return grade based on, or I want to return grade based on score. I want to return grade based on score. Let's say that before we do that, okay, yes, I want to return grade. Okay, I want to, okay, before the grade based on results. So I said that unlike lookup value, or like Xlookup will give you any report if you don't, if the value you are looking for does not exist, it will give you non-applicable result. But in Xlookup you can actually give a custom message. You can actually give a custom message. Let's assume let me go back to this place. I said I want to look for a name. I want to look for a name, or let's say a name that is not here. Let me say I want to look for a name Ayo, equals to Xlookup. You can do it this way. equals to, then I'm going to bring my apostrophe, that's double quotes, comma, that's my lookup value. I want to look for this particular lookup value. Then from here I want to look for it here, then comma, let's say my return result will be this. I want to look for a particular, or I want to look for iOS department. My return result is this, comma. Now I'm going to give a custom message. If this is not there, if it is not here, I can just say not exist. So now I'll close my bracket. You can see now we don't have the name Ayo here. We don't have a name Ayo here. What if I change it to Mia? If I change this name to Mia now, it will give me the Mia. But I don't have Ayo. That's why it's giving me does not exist. That's why it's giving me does not exist. Now, the second example is I want to, or let's say we have this particular scores. We have this particular score. We have this particular score, and I want to return grade based on score. I want to return grade based on score. So what I will do is, okay, I want to look up for a particular grade. Let's say I want to look for a I want to look for 88, the grade of 88. Let's say we have the grade of 88. I want to look up for that part, this grade of the 88 score. I want to, what is the score? What grade is it falling under? Which? So I want to look for the score equals to Xlookup here, comma. Then this is my lookup array, comma. Then this is my lookup value, exact match. That you can see that 88 fall under B, and if I change it to 95, you see now it fall under A. If I change it to 64, it fall under D. Now there is a particular thing I want to show you now. So now, what if the formula is not here? This particular, I have this, let's say I want to look for a particular formula, 70, a particular score 78. I want to look for a particular score 78, then equals to Xlookup, comma, what's my lookup array? The score is my lookup array. My lookup, my return array is this. Now we have some formula, we have some what's it called, condition here. Now 0 is exact match, minus 1 is exact match or next or smaller item, then 1 is exact match or larger, then 2 is wide character match, then reject is 3 is reject match. So now let's say I'm looking for this 78 fall under is either minus, let's say, let me add minus to it, -1, then close my bracket. You can see now it's giving us C, which is correct because that -1 tells Xlookup to find the next smaller value. The next smaller value, 75 fall under C, so the next smaller value should be and 64 fall under D, so the next smaller value is D. So this -1 search, it actually find next smaller value. We search for next smaller value. So Xlookup can also search from the bottom, perfect for looking up the most recent transaction or last salary. So you can also use Xlookup for also that. So I think with this now, you found this, that you found how powerful, simple and flexible Xlookup can be. So if you find this particular video helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share, also comment or share it with somebody that is learning Excel. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for excellence. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.